All right, hello, hello.
Hi, friends.
We are back on I the Somnium Files tonight. I keep wanting to call it AI the Somnium Files, only to find out that's not how it's pronounced. I've just been saying it that way for years now, so that's always a great start. Um, but hi, we're back. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Lemur. I am here for hopefully some good jokes and making good decisions. We'll see. Um, and our fun factoid for tonight. Uh, what is the best concert I have ever been to? And I picked this one, and I'm trying to decide because I have so many categories. Like I do have, because we briefly discussed that we opened up this topic to mean more than just like a band concert.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have one that would fit in your category
Right.
of where you're pulling from. I think honestly it's a tie for me in between when I got to go see Lady Gaga and then when I got to see Fall Out Boy.
Nice. Both solid choices.
Yes. Fall Out Boy, I went with like 4 of my really close friends. We had a really good time. And it was just, we had such a blast. And there was some bad, rough stuff that had happened, but it was just kind of fun just being with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lady Gaga is the only time I've ever been to a concert by myself.
Nice.
Because of scalpers, I could not get more than one ticket, so I couldn't take anybody with me.
Well.
So, but my mom was very nice and drove up to, I saw her in Tacoma. And so we drove up together. Very nice of her. And she sat in the car the whole time and could hear it from the parking lot. So
nice.
She got a free concert.
There you go.
So yeah, my favorite concert, the best concert I've ever been to, is tied between Gaga and Fall Out Boy for different reasons.
I like it. And I'm Kels. I am your player one. You will see me. I have the controller. And yeah. And I don't go to concerts like everyone else, mostly because that's a lot of people in small amounts of space, and the PTSD doesn't do very well in those. But I did, a few years ago, go to the Final Fantasy Distant Worlds concert, and like it's a fantastic concert overall, but all of a sudden having One Winged Angel as the encore, and like everyone got so excited because it's such a iconic song and everything. It was amazing. So that would probably be mine, because yeah, I generally just don't go to concerts. I did look at going to see Lady Gaga this time, now that she's touring again, but I don't know that I would enjoy it.
Oh, it's a great time. But yeah, if you're not a Gaga fan, then yeah, I had a fucking blast, and I was sitting up in the nosebleeds.
Well, it's less about I love her music and stuff like that. It's more that will the atmosphere be too much? Because that's a lot to spend to find out that yes, it will be. All right, let's recap and then just get into it. Chat, you are correct. We are talking about the man who gave us the Nonary series. This is Kotaro Uchikoshi's, or one of his brain children. I don't think that's the word for it, but we're going with that anyways. Recap. So, we investigated a tied-up Shoko Nadami sitting at the carousel in Bloom Park, and Boss figures a copycat killer is mimicking something from 6 years ago. As an Abyss detective who knows the victim, Date is ignoring the conflict of interest. She lost her left eye while alive and was repeatedly stabbed. Aiba found our buddy Mizuki hiding in the carousel with a bloody knife. I love that child. She's mine. Then Aiba popped up in our dream as a naked lady via psychic link to explain somniums and mental locks. The tutorial had Date direct Aiba to sniff a plant, flip a light switch, chug wine, kick a lamp, tackle/wear a basket, and roast/hit a skeleton. The skull dropped an eyeball and a gun that was the key to the door with a dead body. The next day at Cop HQ, Boss hasn't taken down the birthday decorations and we don't remember her name because of our amnesia problems. Mizuki's dad, Renju, is our drinking pal who divorced Shoko, and Aiba found the payphone that we got the call from. At Matsushita Diner, we asked Ota's mother about him, and he's been hanging out at a weird office building for his goddess Tessa. There was a package with a figure and a knife Ota gave to Mayumi. Ota is sock puppeting to White Knight for his Oshi A set. He met with Mizuki, daughter of the Lemnis Gate president, and she proofreads his unpublished light novels. He left her alone at the crime scene and dropped his phone, and let me just say, I will never forgive him. A set, Iris Sagan, showed up, and Ota seemed unaware that Mizuki's mom was the victim. Iris begged/blackmailed us to see the crime scene. Her mom is a friend of Renju, which is how she got the job, and she says she can see her death in the future. She rambled about the Egyptian symbolism of the crime scene and mentioned Ota saw the ice pick in the eye socket before Mizuki had it. We noted the lack of blood on the horse. From this, we deduced that the murder happened someplace else, and then the corpse was propped up on the carousel. Iris got woozy and we carried her out to bring her to her house. She felt like she knew us from somewhere and felt the wind on her arm. Oh, that's interesting. The live orchestral concerts for music from the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack includes exclusive scenes that are considered canonical and plot relevant to the series. I love that kind of shit. Like, you know, I grew up playing in bands and stuff like that, so I love when you can get a good orchestral concert. All right, let's get into this.
Yeah, to fit my choice to fit more into like the orchestral, I got to go see. Was it last year for my birthday? My other best friend took me to see A New Hope in concert.
Nice.
So I got to see Star Wars performed by a live orchestra, or like a whole. Oh my god, that one was fucking magical. And we had the chance of having to evac for a forest fire, and I still had a good time. Yay, outdoor venues.
That's all that matters, is you had a good time.
Yeah.
You should come in.
Oh yeah, we brought her home. That's right.
Oh, that's right. That's I don't want to go into your house.
Seriously, after what happened, like with the whole blackmail thing, I think we should leave.
Ooh,
yeah.
Going home already?
Yes, bye.
Yes. We are never talking to you again.
You have already been proven to be untrustful.
I said my goodbyes, then turned to leave. But out of the corner of my eye.
Which one?
I assume the one we can see out of.
His magical eye.
Hi.
Oh, who is this, Iris?
I felt my body freeze. Because that woman, she's... Oh yeah, we did see her in the dream.
Oh, Jesus.
She was the dead lady in the dream. Oh, shit.
Chat wants to know, did you see the one-winged angel concert performance video where the two guys from the audience were pumping their fists to the tune?
No, but that sounds like so much fun. I will say, like, by the time the concert that I went to see, we're talking like 10 years ago now, probably more than that. So, you know, it's earlier Final Fantasy music. But you would have thought that they had just dropped a bomb in the theater, with how, like, quiet everyone suddenly got. And then all of a sudden the orchestra started and it was like something blew up. Like, everyone was just cheering. It was so funny.
Amazing.
No, it can't be. It can't be. I felt like my mind and body were being torn in opposite directions. As I stood there, stunned, Iris grabbed my hand. Can you not? Maybe?
Come on, I'll make some tea.
You're...
Nice to meet you. I'm Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Except for you were in my dream, and if the dream logic that we said last time holds up, we know you. So unless you also have memory problems, technically you should know us, right?
Yes.
Because, like, my thought is, like, okay, we don't know her, but
Mhm.
also we have memory problems. I assume that even if you've forgotten someone, your brain can still generate them in a dream. I don't know if that is true or not.
Mhm.
But, like, if it can, like, of course we wouldn't remember her then. But she would still remember us. So, what do you mean, nice to meet you?
Miss Hitomi.
Sus.
And you are?
Kaname Date from the MPD.
Police? Are you a detective?
No, Mom. Mr. Date said he's...
Iris?
Oh, right.
It's only top secret, and we told an 18-year-old.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
After an awkward silence, Iris brought us some tea on a tray. She put everything down on the table and sat down on the sofa. All right, and now I can look at the sofa. Let's talk to Hitomi. Why would we start with, may I ask how old you are? Is that where you want to start?
Only to get it over with.
All right, let's do it. May I ask how old you are?
I'm 37.
Oh, she just went with it. Okay.
And Miss
It's
Iris
like,
here
yeah,
is
it's a
18?
normal thing.
Yup.
You were very young when you had her.
Yes, just 19 years old.
What about your husband?
How presumptuous of you.
I don't have one.
Ooh.
Divorce?
Mr. Date, please.
It's all right, Iris. I've never been married.
A single mother.
Yes.
Okay, well, that was nice and awkward. Not for
Yeah.
the reason I thought it was going to be.
Where do you work? Still feels like a weird...
I'm a teacher at the local elementary school.
Oh, cute.
The teacher. Must be a tough job.
Oh, not for me. I love children. Even the struggles and challenges are quite rewarding for me.
All right, well, how about Nenju Okura?
By the way, I heard that you were friends with the president of Lemniscate, Mr. Okiura.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Eitoku High.
You know it?
I know everything on the internet.
Thanks, Aiba. Okay, well, do you know Nenju's ex-wife?
Yes, I do. But I only met her twice.
Well, let me just tell you, you'll only meet her twice.
Once at Renju's wedding, and then again just a few months ago. Why do you ask?
No reason.
It's fine. I saw her. I saw her in my dream last night.
Okay, well, at least he remembers.
No, that's impossible. All right, well, I guess maybe we have to talk to Iris.
How long have you been living here?
Since I was born. And
Seems
Mom
like a
was
normal
here
answer.
before that.
I grew up in this house. I've made a lot of memories here. I've thought about moving before, but I just couldn't bring myself to leave this place.
Look, girl, if you own property in Tokyo, keep it. Don't sell it.
Why were you considering moving?
Well, because there was... well, I don't know.
Huh?
You look chipper.
You think so?
Yeah,
I was just thinking about a hunch I had this morning.
a hunch.
There are flowers blooming behind me, right?
There are, yeah? What about them?
Okay.
About the flowers? Because I feel like you were saying is probably the most relevant thing
Iris
to
was
ask her.
hinting about the flowers blooming behind her. Okay, well, I guess we'll look at the flowers behind her.
The flowers.
It's an iris.
An iris. I thought those bloom in May.
That's the winter iris. Iris ungicularis. They bloom in the cold.
They bloomed just this morning.
I see.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
Girl, someone died. Like, I appreciate the, like, positive stuff, but, a lady died.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'm crazy for focusing on that one.
Let's see. Iris, like the iris of an eye. Hitomi means pupil of an eye, and Iris knows about the Egyptian symbolism that named the Wadjet system our eye is in. This has to be connected. Yeah, I can see it.
The threads are being laid down.
Yes.
Where they go, we don't know yet, but there are threads.
I'm tired of this. Okay, you were saying?
Mr. Date, please drink your tea. It's getting cold.
Oh, right.
We haven't even touched our cups.
Just staring at each other.
Let's
Yep.
have a sip.
Just awkwardly looking at each other, going, eh.
Are you left-handed?
Oh,
Mom used to be right-handed. But now...
it locked up on me.
Ah, I see.
Can I ask you about it? No, I can just say goodbye.
No.
We not here. You want to talk to Iris some more?
Is she wearing shoes?
No.
Why do her feet look like that? I don't want to.
I think it's just the way that the shading is.
Okay, they look like weird heels, but then I was like, no, those are her toes.
Those are her toes.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that you can't really tell where one foot ends and the next one begins, so
Yeah. It's
her
like they
foot
forgot
looks very weird.
to outline everything on her
Yeah.
in general. Chat's galaxy brain guess is that Iris is an artificial intelligence in the same series as Aiba, and Hitomi was one of the scientists involved in their creation. And Hitomi was one of the scientists involved in their creation.
It's a possibility.
Is there anything else we could talk to Iris about?
Let's see. Yes, there is.
You seem to be doing well now.
Yeah, thanks to you. I feel as tough as a lion. Rawr!
Okay.
Neat.
How am I supposed to react to that?
Don't think about it. You'll only hurt yourself.
Ah.
About the flowers.
Iris was hinting about the flowers blooming behind her. We already had that conversation. Okay.
That's weird. Because then we looked at them, and then, yeah, it didn't change. Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
this looks familiar.
this is the, yeah.
This is the apartment.
Uh-huh. Are we the skeleton? Because we're sitting where
We
I
are
think it
sitting
was.
where it was.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
So the fact that Aiba had to punch it is probably not great. All right. Well, I think we've gotten all we can get out of here.
Okay.
So, Hitomi, bye.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do you want to say bye to Hitomi or Iris? I'll leave it up to you.
Let's say bye to Iris.
So yeah.
Well, I think it's time for me to be heading home.
Time to go. I stood and headed for the door. Iris and Hitomi stood politely.
Mr. Date, we'll see each other again, right?
No, never. Not after this.
You sure you want that? I'm a cop after all. If you ever see me again, it probably won't be under the best of circumstances.
Oh,
Tell her to delete
But
the
because you're Mizuki's friend,
video in front of her mom.
yeah,
She might
we
do
might see
it.
each other again. She is kind of like my roommate after all.
what?
Anyway, be seeing you.
the lore drop. Like, bye, I'm also that child's roommate, bye.
Yeah. Oh.
Wrong hand. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Right.
Well, I should head home.
All right. Take care, Date.
I know it's Date, and I've heard everyone say it, but every time I read his name, I'm like, date. I know.
It does. There is an issue with it, you know, like being in English, but also the names are not in English, so.
Yeah.
Date, let's go over the facts of the case.
Okay.
Good idea.
I love how I'm just driving with one eye in. Because my eye is currently in the dashboard.
Jesus.
Or in the steering wheel.
Oh, I hate. Ew.
Hi, Iba.
Chat says they're hyped for the next Somnium title spin-off or otherwise because it's implementing puzzle solving similar to the Nonary series.
I am very excited to see what they're doing with it. Mostly because I was completely surprised when it was even announced. So, yeah. Look, anytime that we get more from anything near Uchikoshi, it's always great. So, all right, where do we want to start?
Let's hear the timeline of events.
Iba, can you give me a timeline of the events of the crime?
At once.
All right, Friday.
Now we're just not watching the road at all.
That Nile message to Mizuki.
Sorry.
Who needs to? All right, so Friday yesterday, approximately 5 p.m. is Shoko's time of death. Approximately, who the fuck knows p.m., Mizuki receives a Nile message. An unknown sender requests to come to Bloom Park. At 8:10, Mizuki calls Ota and asks him to accompany her to Bloom Park. 9 o'clock, Mizuki and Ota discover Shoko's corpse. Ota leaves Mizuki and flees the crime scene. 9:05, Ota reports the crime via payphone. 9:30, the first responders arrive on the scene and discover Shoko's corpse. And 10:50, we arrived.
Probably the culprit themselves.
But Mizuki wouldn't obey the instructions of a complete stranger.
Then Mizuki knew the sender.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or the suspect used her friend's phone.
Iba, can you hack into the phone and find out who sent the Nile message?
Nile's security protocols are intricate. It will take time to decipher.
It's fine. What else do you have to do? You know, other than drive and pretty much do most of the things in my life.
About Shoko's corpse.
The estimated time of death is yesterday, Friday, around 5 p.m. The cause of death is blood loss from multiple stab wounds to the torso.
So she had a real good time is what I'm hearing.
The weapon used to commit the murder is almost certainly the ice pick Mizuki was holding when we discovered her. There were no fingerprints, hair, or other clues left behind by the culprit.
About the bloodstains?
When we arrived on the scene, there was no blood on the horse the body was mounted upon.
Which means the merry-go-round wasn't the murder scene.
Right.
Shoko was killed somewhere else and then brought there to be displayed.
With an ice pick in her eye.
That means Mizuki couldn't have done it.
Did you really think she did?
Yeah.
She's 12.
Dunno.
She can't move
Also-
a body or drive a car.
Okay, yes. I understand, right, that, like, in procedurals, like, you gotta go for the low-hanging fruit, right? Like, this child has showed up, or is at your crime scene, holding your murder weapon. But also, like, she's 12. Do you think a 12-year-old could have lifted a dead body?
Especially with, like, how high up that horse is. Like,
Onto
as
a
someone
territory, yeah.
who's very short, I don't think I could do that. And I've got a decent amount of muscle. So, like,
Well, and it's
this
not
little
even, like,
12-year-old?
and I guess it's my turn for the slightly scary disclaimer. Not that I've ever done this, but I've heard that like lifting dead weight is a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone is just like completely like not helping you at all and you're trying to like lift dead weight,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna go as well for you as if like, you know, someone is like awake and like you're trying to lift them.
Yeah, trying to help as much as they can.
So I can't imagine why anybody seriously considered her a suspect.
Yeah.
Even
Also,
if she had the weapon.
she's 12.
Also, she's 12.
And with the amount of blood that would have come from those stab wounds, girl is pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, chat says no fingerprints. The culprit was Yanni Yogi.
clearly,
Don't judge him, of course. He never seriously considered her a suspect. Reviewing obvious impossibilities is just good practice. Yeah, I
fair.
wasn't. It was just more so like in general. I didn't think he actually thought that, but
I think it's my personal favorite thing though. He's like, yeah, obviously she didn't do it. She can't drive a car.
yeah,
Like I think there were other things that might have clued you in.
yeah.
That's part of the job. If there's even the slightest possibility.
Then this is good news. It means the likelihood of Mizuki being the killer is almost zero.
I knew that from the start. She would never put her hands on her own mother.
Yeah.
She doesn't have what it takes to commit murder.
Okay, I don't know about that one, but
Why was Mizuki inside the column?
Perhaps she was playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek?
It was not a serious suggestion. I was merely joking, as you call it.
taking the piss. Alright, about Shoko's corpse.
The corpse was found tied up on one of the horses of the merry-go-round. This makes it clear that the killer had no intention of hiding their crime. Rather, it appears as though it was displayed deliberately.
Our perp wants the limelight.
Or is attempting to send some kind of message.
Right, what else?
The corpse was found with her left eye removed. That eyeball has yet to be found. According to Iris's testimony, when Ota first discovered the body, the ice pick was still lodged in the left eye socket.
So why did Mizuki have the ice pick? Could she have taken the eye?
Does her mom have an eyeball like Date does?
You mean Date?
Yeah, I know. I purposely said it dumbly. Do you think maybe she's got a fancy eyeball?
It's a possibility.
Because it's the same one
Mm-hmm.
that Date has.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we know anything about her. Let me... I can't get to my... Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. It's just the wrong button. Let's see if we have a file on her. We should. Alright, Shoko. Come on, open up. I'm loving the sunglasses.
Like, of course she has sunglasses on, so we can't see.
I mean, she's an investment company rep / director, so I don't know that she would have a reason to have an AI ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's just also, you know, we're talking about like the strings all being laid out. It's like, well, it's the same eye that we have the AI ball in, so
it could be a message to us, maybe.
Could be.
I love that her skills are lying and cheating.
Dislikes someone who hurt her in the past.
I mean, fair.
Vague. Wants to be envied and praised.
I also want to be praised. Please praise me. Alright. Anything on your mind, Ibel?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I checked the surveillance cameras around Bloom Park again, and I noticed something strange.
Something strange?
There were no cars. Yesterday, in the parking lot and the streets in the vicinity, there was not a single vehicle.
Are you sure?
I am.
Then, how did the suspect move the corpse?
That's gonna be a question.
I have no idea.
I mean, that's a good point. So chat says, I mean, Holmes made it a habit to incorporate what seemed as the impossible into a case.
Fair.
So, yeah. And yeah, they definitely had a right to be like suspicious of
Yes.
her. As much as we're talking about it. Let's see. What if Iris was the version of Aiba, excuse me, that shows up in Shoko's Somnium. Somnium?
Yeah, Somnium.
Somnium.
It's a possibility. All right, police headquarters, Saturday, 4:26 p.m.
Welcome back.
Thanks, boss.
I brought her here after her examination was over.
My child!
Mizuki.
She is probably very traumatized. She does seem very traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
Has she said anything?
No, still can't talk.
Was it okay for you to bring her here?
Who cares if it was okay?
I got permission from the hospital. Apparently, the hospital director has been poking a few of the nurses.
Oh, good.
So I asked him about that, and all of a sudden he seemed very open to the idea.
That's not permission, it's blackmail.
So?
Same thing. You know what you need to do now, right? Sync with her.
What?
We actually get to do our job now.
Did you just mean like interrogate her?
You'll find out.
Okay. I was like, I feel like sync means something else. Oh. Okay. Okay.
This sounds illegal. It probably is. Or it would be if there were laws around it.
Oh, what's that movie?
I want to talk to her. She can't hear me from here. Never mind, I won't try talking to her. Alright, let's talk to Pewter first. What do you want to go with?
Oh, I'm trying to remember what movie. Sorry. I'm trying to remember what movie this reminds me of, and now I'm looking up Tom Cruise's film history to try to remember what it is. I think he's in it. Give me a second.
Okay. I mean, the little circular device always makes me think of Tron.
Yeah, it does. It does give Tron Minority Report. That's it. I don't know if you've ever.
I've not seen it.
Is it the one that? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. Okay. So in the year 2054, crime is virtually eliminated from Washington D.C. thanks to an elite law enforcing squad called Pre-Crime, and basically they have these people that can like predict the future, so the police can go and basically arrest you before you commit the crime.
Well, that would indeed wipe out crime, I guess.
And where the precogs are kept looks like this area.
Ah.
Yes, the one with the precogs. Yeah, Minority Report. Anyway, you sure this is okay?
She's only 12. You sure this is okay?
The machine is safe. I can guarantee that. You have nothing to worry about.
How's Mizuki doing?
Her vitals are stable. Her EEG is also stable. I think we can proceed.
Alright, how about Aiba?
Hey, Pewter? About Aiba, could you do something about her personality?
Do something about it?
It wouldn't kill her to be more modest. Maybe a little more ladylike?
If
Bitch.
you dare reprogram me, I will self-destruct in your eye socket.
Good.
So you were listening, huh?
Alright. Hey, boss.
Are you sure you want to do this?
If we don't do it now, then when? This is exactly the kind of situation Abyss was founded for. Besides, if you dive into Mizuki's subconscious, you may be able to help her. Her aphonia is psychogenic. Physically, she's fine. Her injuries are mental. Which is Understandable, after seeing her mother like that. You may be able to heal her, Date. You just have to sync with her. You're the only one who can.
Did you get Renju's permission?
Renju Okiura is Mizuki's legal guardian.
Yeah, I just live with her.
Did you get permission from him?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
What? I thought he was being questioned by a local unit.
His questioning ended around noon. He hasn't been heard from since.
This is the world's worst father, which I guess was kind of probably... there were signs considering the fact she lives with us.
Yeah.
Why would he...
I don't know.
Alright, how about any progress on the investigation?
You're asking me that now?
Yeah?
I'm asking you to sync with Mizuki because we have no progress.
Okay, well, fair.
Maybe Mizuki saw something at the scene. Maybe she went inside that merry-go-round to hide. But she isn't answering any questions. The only way to find out is to dive into her subconscious mind. Don't you agree?
Alright. There's an enormous machine beyond the window. This machine is known as the sync machine. Alright. Who do I have to talk to in order to do it? Alright. That's Pewter. His real name is Amanoma, but he goes by Pewter here. 36 years old. He's a member of Abyss, like me. He's a genius engineer that designed the sync system and other machines. He also invented Aiba. He's her caretaker, in a way. Alright, who do I have to talk to? Boss is watching Mizuki through the glass. Can I sync with her? Mizuki's lying in the sync machine on the other side of the glass. Okay, I guess we'll look at the monitors. Strange strings of characters and figures scroll across the monitor. The door to the sync room. Okay, can I go there? Please? If I ask really nicely. See, I could go sit there. How about what's in the binder? A binder full of papers. Looks like the manual for the sync machine. And we don't need a manual, right? I open it up. It's completely packed with books. Huh. They're all homoerotic BL manga and gay romance novels. Interesting, Pewter. Interesting.
Listen, he has his own interests. They're none of our business.
Sir, can you let... Alright, you ready?
We are ready to begin.
Date, go to the sync room.
Got
Okay.
it.
Let go.
Find out if we're drift compatible. I guess that's not really a thing here, but you know.
Agent Date, Mizuki is reacting. Her heart rate is rising and her brainwaves are showing signs of disturbance.
I mean, we've left her sitting in here for how long? Like, I would also be nervous.
She may be getting nervous about the procedure.
Date, try to calm her down.
How do I do
I like
that?
how they're saying it like she can't hear them.
She can't talk to us, but it's fine. Apparently she can't hear either.
It's true that she can't speak to you, but she can hear you.
Yeah.
And you.
And you.
Try talking with her.
Sure thing, boss.
Hey, Mizuki.
So here's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be inside your head.
Great way to start.
I'll be looking for clues about the culprit.
Not only that, we will also attempt to discover the cause of Mizuki's muteness and rectify it. With her aphonia cured, we can ask her further questions directly.
About the sync gear.
I know it looks scary, but trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no pain, no side effects. When this is all over, you'll go back to your regular life like this never happened.
Sync? Or no, Ibis. Or no.
Sinking is
I
what
already
we
hit
call
sync.
diving into someone's
Oh, okay.
subconscious mind.
I thought it was like, okay, let's do it now, not telling
No.
her about it. My bad. Never
You
good.
sink deep down into their psyches, and you synchronize with their true selves. People like me are called sinkers. Sinkers enter the subject's subconscious, which is a dreamlike state we call Somnium. It's Latin for dream. There are 6 sinkers at Abyss. I'm one of them.
How about Abyss?
Mizuki, I've never told you this, but I'm not an ordinary policeman. I belong to a special investigation unit called Abyss.
Sorry.
Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. We explore the human mind with state-of-the-art technology and research.
I won't even go there. Alright, that's our purpose.
There are a billion kinds of suspects and persons of interest out there. People that lie, people that don't say anything, people that have head injuries, or some that have deep mental wounds that keep them from talking. So, how do we get clues from these people?
This seems like a very small set of a small subset of people that we built an entire machine to question.
We have to
Right.
get inside their heads. The truth is in their minds. Our job is to find it.
So, chat wrote, Date, don't worry, Mizuki, we'll do something about your autism.
Alright, when this is all over, we're going for ice
Hey,
cream.
Mizuki.
Hell yeah, we'll increase
This
her
is all
autism by
over.
15%. Yes.
Say,
Oh, when this is all over, what do you want to do?
Let's give her the stew that you like.
hey, remember when we went last time? You were laughing about how it looked like throw up?
Let's go
It
get
tasted
that.
So good.
Let's go get throw up stew.
You were devouring it. You kept saying it looked awful, but you loved it.
Do you not have a more heartwarming story, or...
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this.
Date, her heart rate is steady.
Oh,
EEG is stable.
Date, get into position. Let's begin.
Oh, and Special Agent, I forgot to mention one thing. I added a new feature to the sync system.
A new feature.
You'll learn more when you're synced. It's very useful.
Sure, got it.
Jess says they had sushi for their birthday last week.
it's
Hell
a
yeah.
good thing to have.
Date, you ready?
Okay, ready anytime.
Remember, Date, you have only 6 minutes in the Somnium world.
Okay,
Any
but like, what do
longer,
I have to
and your
pee?
consciousness
What-
will be absorbed
what if I
by the
have to pee?
subjects.
Yeah, I know. I'll find a lead and get out in under 6 minutes.
We're counting on you.
Well then, let's begin.
Alright, let's get into some dream shenanigans.
I just had this moment of like, and a black screen. Excellent. It's just loading.
Ah. Look, some people don't dream, and apparently we didn't take that into account.
Yeah. My subconscious is like Emmett's in the Lego movie, just vastly unpopulated. Oh man, I almost I missed the like immediate like, ah yes, we're going to her mind palace joke.
What was that?
You can make it later,
Yeah.
next time we do this.
Nothing. I was merely trying to enter the scene like a cybernetic assassin from the future.
Well, if you're trying to do that, you have to do it naked.
What?
Is this Bloom Park? Lightning and a birdcage. Maybe this is representative of Mizuki's state of mind.
The fact that Shoko was killed here must weigh heavily on Mizuki's heart.
Mizuki should be inside that column.
To get the information we need, we will have to deal with the lightning and the cage and get to Mizuki.
Move fast, or time is going to run out.
Unnecessary. Look around.
Look around?
This is the new feature of Sync that Pewter mentioned.
You can stop time?
only when standing still. Time is moving incredibly slowly. Currently, you and I are transmitting information at high speed, so it only appears as though time has stopped. Are you familiar with the concept of time dilation?
It has to do with relativity, right? Two people can experience time differently depending on space-time.
This is similar to that. The flow of time in Somnium is different than the real world.
This could be useful. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes, right? But with this, you could take your time and explore.
Let's get started. Somnium scan! Activate!
Alright. Mental lock 1. 2. Who would have thought it's all the birdcage? 3. Not the birdcage. Alright, sinking in the pain. Heal Mizuki's heart. Mizuki is mute. By healing her mental wounds, you may be able to get important info.
To reach Mizuki, something must be done about the lightning that keeps striking the birdcage.
Lightning's supposed to strike at the highest point.
No.
An ice pick piercing Shoko's photograph.
Aiba, speaker over there.
Like the carousel horses riding around like that.
I see. It must be connected to the ice pick.
What do we do here?
Healing Mizuki should be your top priority.
Well, what else were we doing in here? Alright, there is a 6-minute time limit in Somnia. Time is expended whenever Aiba is moving or performing an action. Pay attention to the remaining time left in the upper right of the screen. Unlock all mental locks within the 360-second time limit. Alright. So, we have her photo. We have the speaker. We have something over there. We have the bird cage. Let's see what this thing is over here. It is the panda pieces. What do we want to do first?
Speaker?
Alright.
A speaker.
Do we want to pull it out, or do we want to push it in? And you can see how long each thing will take based on... So if we pull it out, it's going to take 45 seconds. If we push it in, it'll take 25.
Push it in.
What is your reasoning?
Have you heard the phrase, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down?
I don't think that is applicable, but I will try. No good.
If we can't push it,
You want me to pull it? This enormous thing?
this is a dream world. It looks impossible, but you never know.
Alright.
So I guess we wasted time. Go back to the photo.
Okay.
An ice pick stabbed into Shoko's photograph.
Would you like to pull it out or push it in?
Pull it out.
Right. No one would want to see their mother like this.
Oh.
It keeps going. What is this?
Something happened over there.
Da-da-da-da! We got rid of the lightning.
The pillar became a lightning rod.
It looks like we can get to the birdcage now.
Our next step must be to remove it. Date, we got a timing.
Timey?
Time induction matter in encephalon. You can think of it as an item that affects the flow of time. Using this, you can slow down or speed up time in Somnium.
Is this another function Pewter added?
Correct.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it is a dream. And because it is a dream, extraordinary things such as this are possible.
Got it. Guess I'll try to use them where I can.
Timies are items that affect time. You will sometimes obtain them when you perform an action. Timies only affect the time taken to perform an action. You are only able to hold 3 timies. Picking up a timie when you already hold 3 will replace one. Timies are expended after one use, but use them as often as you can. Alright, so, in order to deal with the birdcage, it looks like we can either remove it or blow it away.
Remove it.
Alright, how do you want to do that? We can look at the birdcage, we can look at the control room that just happened. It looks like there's a microphone over there.
Let's look at the control room.
Alright. Oh,
This
crap.
appears to be the microphone for the speaker.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. Alright, there we go.
The control room of the merry-go-round lifted out of the ground.
Alright, do we want to knock or do we want to open it?
What do you know? What the other are those? The timey?
Yeah, the little pink things next to it, those are chimies.
Okay, that's right.
So one of those, it'll take 1/3 of the time. The other one, it will take 50 seconds.
Oh.
Which is not good for something like a 10-second thing, but there are some of these that get really high, so...
Let's knock.
Hello?
Hello? Are you open?
One adult and one child, please.
I am not a child.
Any open seats will do. Anything in the back is fine. No response. There must not be anyone inside.
So, is it safe to enter?
Should be.
Alright. You wanna look at entering it?
You've got 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Alright.
The control room of the merry...
Alright, let's open it up.
What is your plan once I am inside?
Oh.
It is a control room. Maybe we can do something in there.
I do not think it will be that easy.
Just try it. I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not see an
Okay, we'll
exit
see you in a little bit.
Have fun!
Jazz has to go. They'll be back.
But there's something suspicious here.
Oh.
I see 2 bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
Alright, so one of them looks like it's got balloons in it, and the other one has... something. I'm gonna look at it.
A bird
It's like a
cage.
photo.
There are ripped pieces of paper inside.
Alright, we can use something to peek inside, lift, or tackle it, or we can look at the other one too.
Let's do lift. Maybe use the half
Yeah.
time.
All right, leave it to me. It is heavier than it looks.
Alright, we removed the cage.
Nothing happened.
All I did was move the cage.
Retry will allow you to return to a save point just after unlocking a mental lock. But you only have 3 retries. Going back 1 lock costs 1, going back 2 costs 2, and going back 3 locks will cost all 3. You regain your 3 retries by selecting Restart from the menu or by failing the sync. This is likely your best option if time is low. Alright. Let's take a look at what we uncovered.
Paper.
Alright. We can kick it away, we can piece it together, or we can roll up and toss.
Piece it together.
Alright, I'm gonna use my 1/3.
Okay.
Leave it to me. I enjoy puzzles like this. Done.
So the photo was the key. I remember it clearly. One day I came home to find that photo torn up in the trash can. When I asked Mizuki about it, she started to cry. I don't know why she tore up that photo, but whatever her reason, it seems like she regrets it. Since we repaired the photo in Somnium, the bird cage...
Mizuki must be having a hard time.
But the cage is gone. We can get to Mizuki now.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
You can do it if you try a little.
No, you can't.
All right, fine. We have to stop the spinning.
Selecting the map icon will bring up a map of the current Somnium world. You can see your current location and objects you've investigated on your Somnium map. If you are lost or want to save time, try checking the map. Alright, so we can look at the microphone, the gate, the panda ride, or the parasol.
Panda ride.
Alright, that is over here.
The panda head is spinning.
Alright, we can ride it, we can stop it, or we can spin it more.
Stop it.
Alright, we are going to use the 1/4, because we can.
Why?
Maybe it's like the speaker before.
I see. These were also linked.
That's right.
Mizuki!
Let's go to her.
Got it.
If you choose the correct answer as your final action, you can actually exceed the 360-second time limit. Even if it seems like you don't have a lot of time left, don't give up. You might be able to do it. More than 1 second? When you clear, you get a prize. No, boss, anything but that. Alright. Let's figure out how to get into the gate. Oh, it's open.
It's Mizuki!
Alright, do we want to hug her, slap her, smile at her, or make her laugh? I will not do one of these.
Yeah, definitely not slap her. Hug her?
Sure. Let's go ahead and use our 30-second. Because that's still it. Aww.
Mizuki.
Oh. My poor baby.
Oh. What's this nightmare?
Yay, we did it.
Woo!
And we got our prize. Because I have to hit a button. All right, day 2, Saturday. Make AI. Go to her. Give her an actual hug.
Are you okay?
Date.
Yay, she speaks.
Date!
Oh.
Looks like she can talk again.
Everyone was worried. After she had calmed down, I asked her a few questions. I asked her about last night, about the Nile message, about Ota, and about Shoko. I know that after Ota ran off, something must have happened to make Mizuki want to hide. Hey there, kiddo. Are you hungry? Do you want a snack?
How are you doing?
I told you, I'm fine. So annoying.
Oh my god.
I love
Lady.
her.
I annoyed you already, huh?
I told you, that's my child.
The pressure is annoying.
What pressure?
Force over area measured in pascals, dummy.
I see she is back to her usual self. Her attitude is within normal parameters.
I think I liked her better when she was silent.
Alright, well, it's about that figure I saw.
Say, Mizuki, who was that figure I saw?
What?
In Somnium, in your dream, I saw a silhouette.
Date, Mizuki would not understand the question. She does not experience Somnium as you do. You are witnessing a dream inside her brain.
All right, let's rephrase this.
Did you see anyone at the merry-go-round the night you found Shoko?
I did. I saw someone in the corner past the merry-go-round.
Who did you see?
She just looks. She would've.
I don't know. It was dark and raining. They looked scary, so I hid inside the merry-go-round. The door was open a little bit, so I snuck in.
Who sent you the Nile message?
I can't tell you,
Okay, why?
Why not?
because I don't want to.
That's not a reason. You were at the scene of the crime because of that Nile message. Whoever sent it to you is a prime suspect.
I don't think she is going to answer. When she is in a mood, it's impossible to get her to talk. That's the kind of girl she is.
Sometimes I think you know her better than I do.
How long do you think I've been observing her?
It's been 4 years now.
Correct. I know things that even you do not know.
Like? Actually, never mind. Some things I'm better off not knowing.
By the way, we already looked into Mizuki's cell phone. Unfortunately, the contents were wiped.
I'm tracing the sender of the Nile message through other means, but it's taking me some time.
Mizuki, did you delete it? My supervillain child?
You know, when you panic and just wipe all the details on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. You hungry?
I'm fine now. But I didn't forget your promise.
Yay! Let's go get throw up stew.
I promise?
Stu, you said you'd take me.
So you heard that, huh?
Aphonia only affects speech.
Yeah, she just couldn't say it.
Her hearing
Yeah.
should still be intact.
Sure, Mizuki. When we're all done here.
Anything else you want to say? Mizuki's lying in the chair. She seems to be doing okay, but she's got that gloomy look in her eyes. I sympathize with her. Last night she saw her mother... Well, she saw what no kid should ever have to see. It will take a while for her to get back to normal. Alright, boss, what'd we find out?
What about what I saw in the Somnium?
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
Anyway, we know about the figure you saw. I wonder who that could be.
About Mizuki's muteness?
Yeah, I'm glad she's talking again. You healed the wounds in her heart by syncing with her. Well, You meaning you and Iba.
The boss has extraordinary perception. I deserve much of the credit for helping Mizuki recover her voice.
Of course you do, Iba.
All you did was follow my instructions.
Date, Mizuki needs you. Protect her.
Of course I will.
Thoughts on the suspect?
How would I know? We still don't have enough information.
Listen, lady, it was an
Continue your
option.
investigation, Special Agent.
Alright, do you have any questions?
Right, there was something. Hey, Mizuki. When we found you, you were holding the ice pick, right? Can you tell us why?
When I got there, the ice pick was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was I had to get it out.
So, you panicked and pulled it out.
Yeah,
And you held on to it when you hid in the column.
yeah.
Any other questions?
Okay, just one more question. This is very important. When you pulled out the ice pick, was Shoko's eye still there?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
The eye socket was empty.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Thank you, Mizuki. That was very helpful.
Boss shines in moments like this. She doesn't hesitate to ask anything.
Now we know that Mizuki did not remove the victim's eye,
When we got to the scene, it was definitely missing.
and it has not yet been recovered. We can therefore conclude it has been removed from the scene.
You still doing okay, kid?
Mhm.
She's still doing okay. Anything else? Boss is staring at Mizuki, as we all should be. She's a cutie. Hey, Peter.
Oh boy. Peter, can we talk about your manga collection? Uh, about Somnium.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The sinker dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play. The subject is the author, director, and actor. The sinker is merely the audience.
How does Iba appear in Somnium?
So glad we get this
Iba
running
is linked to your
animation.
brain with an artificial nerve. To put it more simply, Iba is a part of your brain. During syncing, your consciousness is sent into the subject's somnium. Part of Iba's self is also synced, but only a part. Not all of Iba's functions are transferred into Somnium.
So that's why Somnium Iba is so dumb.
She is going to
Don't
short
call me
circuit
dumb.
in our eye.
Alright, I gotta catch up with chat. So,
Yep.
Mizuki has been acquitted of the most heinous crime, eye gouging, but we're still busting her for matricide. Dream drop distance. And then another one is I call bull. I pull myself out of dreams all the time, right as it either gets the weirdest or the best.
It always does seem to be like when you get to the part that you're like, yes, I want to see what happens next. That's when you wake up. Every
Yeah.
single time. It's never fair. Like, I don't know if it's like your subconscious mind going, yes, let's kick the active part of the mind into gear so that we can fully enjoy this or what, but clearly I am a scientist.
Yeah, let's ask about Iba's appearance.
Hey, Pewter, when we were in Somnium earlier, Iba was in human form. She's never looked like that before.
That was Iba's idea.
What?
I thought you would be more pleased. I designed it to your taste.
What part of that was my taste?
I know everything inside your mind. You don't have to hide it.
Pewter, I was
That's
broken.
weird.
She's talking crazy.
I am not broken.
Perhaps Iba admires the human form.
I will say it would have been so much funnier to be walking around as the little eyeball.
It's not
Yes.
that. It was just a little something. I consider Kaname Date to be my host. I owe him gratitude.
Aw.
I simply thought that appearance would make him happy.
Why would that make me happy?
Who do you think the suspect is?
Pewter,
Oh shit.
who do you think the culprit is?
Well, let's see.
I know. I love how we're all kind of looking at each other going, but who do you think it is?
Perhaps it was you, Special Agent Date.
That was somehow also about as helpful as everything anyone else has said.
What?
I'm kidding.
All right, about that
Right.
figure I saw.
Oh, that. I saw it too.
Who or what do you think it was?
Most likely someone Mizuki saw in person projected into her subconscious. Dreams can only be constructed from images and experiences the subject was present for. Mizuki's Somnium couldn't have contained that figure if she didn't see it in person. Of course, not everything we see in our dreams looks exactly the same as it did in the real world. You saw some strange things in Somnium earlier, didn't you, Dante?
Now the writhing horses were just normal, right?
Yeah, that totally
That event you
happened.
experienced is obviously not as it happened in reality. Dreams are a collage of many memories, intertwining and blending with each other. Your skills as a sinker allow you to untangle those dreams and solve mysteries no one else can.
All right, summarize it for me.
Anyway, I get the story. Mizuki witnessed a suspicious person at the scene, but she didn't get a good look at them.
Maybe there's something at the scene we missed. Date, could you return to the scene of the crime? There might be more to Bloom Park than we first thought.
Can I take Mizuki?
Back to the scene of her mother's.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea.
Also, chat said I just figured out that pewter is probably a pun on computer.
Yeah, would make sense. All right, Bloom Park, Saturday, 8:13 p.m. Even in the dark, like... Oh my god, I was joking.
We did bring her.
We did
Great.
bring her.
What a great role model we are. What a great guardian. What?
We better go
What a
have
good
some of
adult.
that stew, like, right after this.
Yeah.
When I returned to the scene, I brought Mizuki with me. I saw a suspicious figure in Somnium, but I couldn't be sure of its exact location. I brought Mizuki along to help pin it down.
Somewhere around here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's look past the bush. In the past, there would have been a nice paved path here. It's covered in brush and weeds now, but I can still make out the trail heading back. The figure went this way. Okay. Are you cold? Do you need a jacket? Do you need a snack?
Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile. I had so many happy memories here. The only happy memories I really have are from here. Memories of my family are so bright and colorful. But now, this is where Mom...
What's wrong?
About the suspicious figure. Yeah, wonder what could be
Saw
wrong
that
with this
person
girl.
standing here, right? A man?
Yeah,
What was he doing?
I don't know, it was dark. But I think he was watching me. He was standing there in the rain with no umbrella.
Okay, now I get the ice pick a little more.
But I don't remember anything else. I got scared and went to hide inside the column.
I guess we're gonna ask dumb questions. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just wondering where this goes.
Mizuki's looking behind the bush. I guess I should check it out. Didn't I already check it out?
Iba, what's past here?
No, I didn't. I just thought about it.
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has of course closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits. Bloom Park closed for the same reason, as did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
No. The track leading northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
At a railroad crossing?
Correct.
Then the tracks must cross a surface street at some point.
Correct.
A railroad crossing. Railroad crossing?
Iba, do me a favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
I love how she's the one asking us if we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Don't worry about it, kid. I'm just talking to my eyeball.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
I've got something. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night. A black SUV. I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father.
Okay, so she really does have the worst father in the world, is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Renju Okiura.
So let me get this straight. You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
This is like the worst divorce ever.
I can't prove it was Renji. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, he could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Daddy didn't do it.
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju. And you can help me find him.
I'm loving the action music in the background with the muted
Yeah.
trumpet. Like, I'm pumped now.
Alright, hold on. Let's catch up with chat real
Yep.
quick. So sorry, guys. Okay. I mean, we're already terrible. We can't remember Kagami's name. Kizuna, isn't it? Date, what the hell? You mean you don't have fond memories with me, Mizuki?
She doesn't have a single fond memory since she was 4. It's fine.
No, it was just that last time that they were there as a family. And then what if someone stole the car?
It's a possibility. Iba is apparently in my head, not in my steering wheel today, in case anyone wanted to know.
Both eyes on the road. About the suspicious figure?
Hey Mizuki, tell me again. The person you saw at the merry-go-round.
No, it wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
You're sure?
Well, I don't know.
I didn't look at all of them before. When was the last time you saw your dad? Let's rip that band-aid off.
I think about a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemniscate.
I mean, she would at least recognize him.
Did you notice
Yeah.
anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
Mizuki, You're only good for shelter, stew, and protecting me from predators, Date.
Exactly. The priorities are set.
You look like you want to say something.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anyone who thinks my daddy is a killer.
Fair.
Look, I don't want to believe it either. I've known him for more than 5 years now. He's like family to me.
I'd never want to put cuffs on him. I would never want Mizuki to see that. Anyway, Nenju just isn't the kind of guy who would commit a crime like this.
Mizuki, he's the same as he always is, visibly drunk and reeking of urine. When was the last time you spoke to your dad?
Yeah, just sitting in the CEO office at Lemniscate, like, yes. I smell like pee. I dare anyone to mention it.
I mean, I feel like if you get high enough and, in the ranks, then people just aren't going to say those things to you.
Yeah. I mean, no one wants to lose their job, so...
What about you?
What about me?
You tried calling him.
I did. I called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
Alright, about the Nile message.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. Got some help from them.
Bad personality?
There was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet?
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me?
Well, you are 12, so he probably shouldn't count on you too much.
Yeah, that's actually not good, hun.
But you invited Ota along.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district. There are a number of homeless individuals in a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
But it couldn't be him.
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message. Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it. The killer did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura.
See, the problem with this is that it's too fucking easy. It's like someone's setting him up for it.
Right.
We're too early in the game.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
Date, incoming call from the boss.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Iva. Renju is a suspect?
He's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our #1 suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning.
I hope we don't have her on speakerphone.
He doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder either.
He doesn't?
No, not one we can corroborate.
Yeah, why'd you release him?
So Renju was questioned at a local station?
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with. We couldn't hold him.
Yeah, except for I've watched enough procedurals to know that you can hold people for, like, a while. Before you... They're allowed to just hold you without charging you for a long time.
I don't know about in Japan.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I don't know for certain if I'm being completely honest. But I assume the laws are different just based off of all that.
Yeah, okay, that's right. I forget.
I've never been held for questioning, so I don't have personal experience on this one.
Body was found in the trunk of Edgeworth's car and stabbed with Edgeworth's knife. Clearly it was Edgeworth.
Clearly.
Wow, okay. About the questioning. Great. Okay. Any idea where he went?
No, I told you he vanished. Where are
Great.
you headed?
Renju's house.
Don't bother. I had local cops search the place. They didn't find anything.
Where could he be?
Alright, about his alibi.
Shoko's
Chat
time
said
of
that
death
in
was
Japan they're allowed to
estimated
detain
around
you
5
indefinitely
p.m.
until they get that's what chat said. Until they get the confession they want, even though that's fucked up and they shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I mean, I know that there is, oh, how do I say this? Questionable, interrogation practices, we'll go with. Which, yeah, you're bringing up the conviction rate being high for a reason. I just don't know at what point they can do that, whether that is on first picking you up or whether you have to be actually established as a suspect first. Because from what I understand, Nenju wasn't a suspect at all. He was just called into questioning because it was his ex-wife. And his daughter was there. So.
Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time.
Really?
But that means no one can back up his story.
I can see Boss through my left eye. Aiba is streaming the image in real time. I don't have a cell phone, never cared for him. But Aiba can connect to any network in range. That's how I'm able to communicate with HQ. To Mizuki,
Okay.
I look like I'm talking to a Bluetooth.
Okay, I had this moment. Does she know we don't have a phone? Because if she knows that, then we're just fucking talking to nothing.
She doesn't see what I see. Alright, bye.
Alright, boss. Let me know if you find something.
You too.
I'm sorry.
Where the hell did Renju go?
Sun poke?
What?
Sun poke. Or something.
Oh, Sunfish Pocket. Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
I found it. Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast in Akihabara.
You can tell this man is very rich. I'm having so many problems sitting still tonight, so I apologize if you're sitting here watching me bounce. I'm just... Alright, Sunfish Pocket. Saturday, 10:20 p.m.
Can't be.
Oh. We're gonna further try. Oh no.
Yeah, this is... Oh, Mizuki.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright.
I'm more horrified that we just submitted this child to this. Oh my god.
Renju.
Oh. First of all,
New fear unlocked.
I don't like it.
Ah.
Bitch, get the child out! Get the child out of there! Oh my god!
Alright, well, I joked that she was our child, but I think she's actually our child now.
Oh my god.
Alright, day 3. Police headquarters, Sunday, 9:17 a.m. Let's see how the fallout of that one went.
Oh my god. Oh.
You okay? Do you need a minute?
Let's keep going. Oh
You
my
look
god.
awful. Have you been sleeping any?
After seeing that? No!
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
But remember, happy birthday! Alright, who do you want to talk to first? Pewter or Boss?
Boss. How about you? You get any sleep?
Of course not. I've still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
Happy to Mizuki.
She's even more traumatized now.
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
Yeah, I think counseling would be a good first step.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
Alright, about Renju.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered.
Really, he didn't do this to himself.
Yeah, it looks like something.
No way this was a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
No, you need one more body for that.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
Yes, several years ago.
Cuter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually.
Yeah.
It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak.
I love how they're talking about it like, I am just learning about where babies come from, and one of them is like, no, you need to still think about the stork. Like, come on, guys. Am I supposed to solve this or not?
Mm-hmm.
The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
Alright, about the incident 6 years ago.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings, to distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women, and...
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
Cyclops?
A few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops, hence the name the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth.
Did Uranus get you?
Yeah, it just made me think of, I remember in 6th grade science, my teacher tried to convince us all that it was Uranus. And, like, got mad at us when we called it Uranus.
I'll be completely honest, I do personally call it Uranus, and I don't, like, I don't know who I picked that one up from,
Yeah.
but it did, like, snap me out of it for a second, like, Uranus.
Cyclops were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Alright, were they captured?
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju
And
doesn't
he
fit that
took the
profile.
right eyes.
Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju...
You're
We're
getting
missing
ahead
the
of
left
them.
eye.
It's like I've watched cop shows before.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
I don't know whether it's better or worse that they animate these so that it looks like they're still alive and, you know, not corpses.
Yeah.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now.
It has been 6 years. Maybe they just forgot.
Yeah.
They just sat there and went, oh, shit, I know it was one of these eyes. Which one was it? I mean, it's a 50-50 shot, so all we gotta do is be consistent, right?
Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date. I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
Were we the Cyclops killer?
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iva, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I will figure it out no matter what.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
Boss looks tired, like me. Alright. What do you got?
I just realized that I missed a bunch in chat. Yeah, so we talked to her last stream about her decorations. She doesn't have any windows, so she leaves up all the fun stuff because it's really boring in there otherwise. Date, please tell me I don't have to cure her aphonia with another sink. Iva keeps being a bitch, or keeps bitching at me. Let's see. There's 6 again. I'm not sure which one that attached to. Sorry, guys. I did not mean to not pay attention to you. We have amnesia problems. Who knows if we can even remember the stork?
It is a good question. Do we know how babies are made?
Who knows, honestly. And then this was during the conversation about the Cyclops, I'm pretty sure. Except for that bitch, Polyphemus, there we go, who was the son of Poseidon. Then how does a different MO make it impossible for it to be the same person, though? So this is also where, like, my brain immediately went into thinking about, like, Criminal Minds. As I do. But, you know, it's like, you look at, like, the unsub, and, like, obviously, if you're taking the same eye from your victims, like, there is some meaning there. So that's where it's like, I kind of feel like this might be a copycat. I feel more likely that it's a copycat versus the original guy.
Or counterpoint. 6 years ago, he got what he needed with the right eye. Now he just needs a left eye. Maybe he's building a skeleton from scratch.
Taken 6 years, that's very,
I mean, look, you gotta figure out how to get the eye in there just right.
Yeah.
You know that they'll jump all over you, so, you know, you go for teeth next instead of the other eye. You just have to put yourself through dental hygienist school. Like, come on.
There you go.
I've solved it. Like, we just need to go look at the dentists in the area.
Yeah, let's go talk to them.
I got this.
You seem troubled, Peter.
Wonder why.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
I kind of assumed that was part of the job, if I'm being completely honest. Like, if this is something new, what do we do most of the time?
Why are you here anyway?
Am I not allowed to be here?
I keep looking at his thing, and I like his outfit, and the way that his suit is designed, I thought that this man had the tiniest fucking waist with that little darker.
Snatched.
Exactly, he was like completely snatched, and I have just been so distracted by that.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just
That's fair.
talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
I forget that he's not like a supervillain, because that's what his outfit. I'm also very distracted by a different part of his costume. Any thoughts on the culprit?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Yeah, I'm less worried about the eyeball than
Shoko
the fish
too.
hook, but
So perhaps, Mr. Date, You are the killer.
I already made that joke, Pewter. You're late.
You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding. Only a joke.
Bitch.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now, Pewter.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Should we check whether my right eye is from one of those people that lost theirs? Asking for a friend.
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Pewter looks surprisingly serious. This doesn't really feel like a laughing matter, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Aiba.
Understood.
Can we go to the hospital and see Mizuki since, like,
Right.
obviously her dad's not going to now?
Yeah, he's a little preoccupied with being dead.
Yeah.
Much like Iris, now that he's dismissing his own words as a joke, I'm inclined to believe it's foreshadowing.
I love how now every time someone says a joke, we are so suspicious. We're like, telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They're just saying, haha, I'm kidding. But really,
But what if?
but what if? Alright, back to Sunfish Pocket. Let's go see ourselves a crime scene.
The vehicle is accelerating.
I have a small child in my back seat. You can see her. I was like, maybe my head is,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's
I'm
in.
like, how do you see that? Fucking a mirror. I'm so stupid.
It's my,
Yep, we have her.
it's my
Why
third
are we-
sense, like,
Why are we
sixth
taking-
sense? I don't know why I thought third sense. I don't know what sense sight is, but, yeah, no, the controller isn't speaking to me and going, you have something in your back seat.
I was like, what did I miss? It's the fucking rearview mirror. So stupid. Oh my god. Anyway, why are we taking her with us?
I don't think we know she's there. Just based on all of this.
Yeah.
Did you put anything in the trunk?
No.
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat?
Apparently we don't look in our rearview mirror when we drive, which is, from what I remember from driving, not great.
Yeah, you should.
Apparently we did not back out of anywhere.
Mizuki!
Hi!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid.
Yeah. Mizuki climbed up to the front and sat in the passenger seat.
Apparently we're not as traumatized as we were when our mom died. Maybe.
I mean,
'Cause she's talking.
she is talking.
What are you doing here?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
Yeah, probably.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you. I can help.
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
This somehow seems like a worse idea than bringing Iris along, but I'm more inclined to do it because she didn't blackmail me into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Fine.
look at that face.
Don't
Like,
say I never did anything for you.
how could you say no? Exactly. Date's with me. Like, you can't say no to that face.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
How did you even get in here?
It wasn't locked. I just opened the door.
We're a shit cop.
I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Okay, caught is a misnomer. She basically just hung out here for 10 minutes and went, he's got to notice me now, right? How about now? Hello?
How long is this bitch gonna take before he notices?
Mizuki does raise a valid point.
We need to lock our car? Yeah.
If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
How are you doing? Dumb question.
Well, I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Nice weather we're having.
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair enough.
You're an adult, shouldn't you know that already? If you start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Damn.
I love her.
Rat.
Roasted.
So...
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
I was talking to Aiba out loud before I noticed Mizuki in the car. That must be what she's referring to.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist?
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. It's just hard to explain.
See, Aiba, this is when you jump out of his eye, like, in the middle of driving. Do, like, a little backflip across the dash. Be like, hello.
I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time. Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal. No need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
I love her.
Jesus.
I told you, she's my daughter.
Get him.
Alright, do you want to catch the suspect?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
Girl, you're not a teenager yet.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
About Renju.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
Okay, what's her secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
Great.
A scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Well,
Yep.
nothing like fraud.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this.
I'm gonna guess she didn't get caught very often, so...
They must have been extraordinarily careful.
Yeah, especially if she made a lot of money.
Anyway, I'm glad you're okay.
I'm not okay.
Fair.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This
No.
is why you're single and always will be.
That's where you're
Oh
wrong.
my God.
Kyle. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were
I'm
my
a
age,
young
you're
creepy
not
pervert.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk ass kid.
Oh my god. Anyway, chat says, Mizuki, you go to the hospital, I take the car.
I don't know if she can drive, but honestly, I would trust her driving. So
She could, Iva could drive for her.
yeah, fair.
And then this is so much better than hanging out with Iris.
It is. All right, Sunfish Pocket. Actually, this time, Sunday, 10:33 a.m. I went to read Sunday and immediately almost said Sunfish again, and it's late, y'all.
So we are getting close to normal time.
Do you want to stop here, or do you want to investigate here and see if there's a nice cliffhanger to end at?
Let's investigate.
All right.
You just said it's late though, so
Yeah.
But
Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pocket.
Oh, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
does not answer.
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
Look, she's 12, but I also think somehow she could kick our ass. I don't know this for certain, but I feel like she could. Alright, let's take a look-see. We have some beer kegs. Nenju's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
Oh, we can't look at the fish hook, apparently. I feel like this is a hazard to have on a seat. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that one looks like workers' comp waiting to happen. Let's look at it.
Spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. I believe this is a trident.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No, there are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
Alright, Mizuki, have you seen anything?
Notice anything strange?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Anything else you want to talk to her about, or you want to keep looking around more?
Let's keep looking around.
Alright. Actually, let's talk to the inspector.
What's your name?
We're
Any
gonna do
leads?
it. What's your name?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Oh, nice to meet you, Kagami.
We can
Any
ask it
leads?
again.
Oh my god.
We're gonna ask it again.
Okay.
It's Kagami. Kagami.
Oh my god.
I told you it's Kagami.
But what is it? I, of course, remembered his name.
No!
His name is engraved in my mind. His name is...
Hey, you. What's your name?
Oh my god.
Seriously? It's Kagami. Stop bugging him, it's rude.
Excuse you? My best friend, Kagami and I are having a conversation.
Yeah, don't spoil our fun.
Hey, leave her alone.
What?
Rude. Any leads?
Okay, now we'll ask about the leads.
No, we didn't find anything today.
Okay. Do you want to ask him if he's getting enough rest?
Sure.
No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
Let's take a look at the evidence marker. An evidence marker. It's a little marker that's put up to track evidence at the scene. Alright, so... I don't know. Let's, trying to see anything that looks like it would be obviously in the crime, but I don't see anything, so I guess we'll just look around at shit. Why do you have oil drums in here? This oil drum must be some kind of interior
The
decor.
capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
Okay. Forgot I could do that. Oh, there is something down here.
What?
There's something inside.
Let's take a look-see. I stepped up to the drum.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it. This is...
Spendy watch.
This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
Hey, Mizuki. Okay, well, I thought I could maybe ask her about the watch.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Hey, Mizuki, wanna buy a watch?
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death, but no traces of that have been found in the area nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else.
And transported in the oil drum, probably. If that's where his watch was found.
It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Okay. A doorway to the kitchen. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious. We have a little sign, store signboard. It says Sunfish Pocket. It's almost like that's where we are. Okay, let's look at the menu. Store's menu.
Dragon's Palace Pasta. 1,800 yen. 1,800?
That is, I mean, 18 bucks-ish. A little bit less with today's inflation and exchange rate, but...
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
Anything else to look at? Nah. Let's take a look at all the pictures. There are pictures of girls on display. Probably the girls that are
What
working
are you
here.
staring at? Creeper.
I agree.
Oh. Oh! Oh, wait! What's up there?
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
So what was the point of the video camera then?
Yeah.
Like, come on, Nenju. Hello, Mr. Policeman. What's the status?
Can we ask him what his
Nothing
name is?
special.
No. He's not Kagami. We have something special with Kagami. Alright. Mizuki, what you got for me? Notice anything else strange?
Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything.
Well, fine then. Do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head.
Yeah, fair.
Not until the day I die.
You can leave.
You can
if
leave.
You need to.
I thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in that hospital would be worse.
Still,
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
You are my child.
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
Did you look at her face? How could you say no?
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
Notice anything strange?
Jeez, you're pushy.
Of course.
Pushy men are seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you.
Oh my god.
Roasted straight out.
Besides, Date? Never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
what was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
Anything else we can look at?
I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here. How about this trident? A trident. Doesn't look like it has anything to do with the case. We have chairs over here. A chair.
Iva, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
Okay, well, what was it? Guess we'll zoom in on it.
Ugh.
Oh, well, lovely. There are deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renji was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
The left eye has been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
Can we take a look at the hook? No one wants to indulge me in the hook.
The time
No.
of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
Alright. Anything else you want to talk about? Nenju's corpse was found hanging from the ceiling beam over the counter. Nenju's approximate time of death was yesterday, Saturday, around 8 p.m. He was strangled by a cloth or something similar from behind. And so sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed. And Nenju and Shoko both had their left eye taken before they were killed. Okay, I don't see anything new there. You see anything else? Mizuki is looking at the spot where we found
Hey.
Nenju.
Are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Hey, Kagami, tell me... Oh, nope, that's a chair. Nenju weighed about 160 pounds, and he was definitely murdered somewhere else, then carried here. Okay. Hope we find some clues. What else do we have that we haven't looked at? I don't know, let's look at the tables. A table. I can't find any clues on it. Oh, there's a box back here that I can't see. I looked inside the wooden box. There's nothing in there.
Come on, game. This is supposed to be a fun cliffhanger, not
Yeah.
we struggle to figure out what we do now.
Ah. Okay.
What else is there to look at?
I don't
Are you
know.
really okay?
Yeah, I am.
She's
Don't
gonna
you have an
shake us.
investigation?
Yeah, I know.
Or are you stalling?
Not so much stalling as trying to figure out what the next step is. Ooh, we have a cash register. All the
There
way
we
back
go.
here. Register near the doorway. Nope, that didn't get me anywhere. This club is located on the 2nd floor of the building. We use the elevator to get here.
Iva, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management, according to the record from yesterday. From 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the 2nd floor only once, at 8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
What did it know?
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I don't know that I know enough about elevators to know exactly what they sent.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Okay. Who do you want to talk to, child?
Go talk to them.
Okay.
Yeah, who do you... Oh, no.
Who do you want to go with? Or where?
Any place you can think of that I don't know about.
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marvel a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
Okay.
Do you want to talk to Iris?
Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Mizuki tried calling Iris, but there was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Alright. How about Ota?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
He dropped it in a puddle, running away and leaving you at a crime scene, alone.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
Alright, let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Alright, and we will end here for tonight.
Yeah.
So, next stream is Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Do you have any announcements?
No.
Also, chat, how dare you call me out? We say that it's not our fault, but yeah, we did continue the game after the potential cliffhanger. I did it to myself, and I'm aware. We will be back Tuesday. It's a full group stream, so we'll be back on Great Ace Attorney. But after that, Tuesday and Thursday, we should be here. So if you want to hang out with us on Tuesday, all of us, come back. Or if you're waiting for Somnium Files again, come check us out on Thursday. And thanks so much for hanging out. Below is a link to our YouTube. If you want to see any of our other stuff that we have done, please go check it out there. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff that you're supposed to say for the YouTube likes and subscribes.
Hit that bell notification to get notified when we post.
Yes, I don't know where the bell actually is, as you can tell that I spend so much time on YouTube. But wherever the bell is, hit it. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, all.
Goodbye.
Bye.